Chapter 13. I wake up beside Yuri, basking in the morning's sunshine. Her skin seemingly glows in it, and the sun shines radiantly upon me. I run my hands down her side as I wrap an arm around her and nuzzle the side of her face. Yuri smiles at me, waking her, and looks back at me. I comb her hair away from her face and give her a kiss. We rest together for some time before Yuri asks, "Shall we eat?" "Certainly," I say after giving her a kiss. The two of us get out of bed and head over to the kitchen. I open the fridge to find something to cook, whereupon I discover some ham. I open the cupboard and take a can of beans. I pour the beans into a pot and light the gas burner. Then I heat a skillet and pour some of the diced ham into it, getting a lovely smell going. It doesn't dawn on me the fact that I'm nude until I feel the small spatters of oil hit my bare stomach. I feel Yuri from behind me as she wraps herself over me. "How are you feeling this morning?" she asks in a sultry voice. "Quite well, my love," I reply. I turn to face her and press her into the kitchen counter by the sink. "You look quite lovely in the nude." "I should say the same about you," she giggles. I kiss Yuri and cradle her body in my arms. The sizzling ham, though, reminds me of my obligations, and I return to the stove to cook. Yuri sits at the table and gazes at me from there. When I finish, I bring the ham, eggs, and beans with toast for both of us. I take a seat beside Yuri and place my hand on hers as we eat and smile. When at last we finish, we return to the bedroom to get dressed and get ready. I sit with Yuri and pet her while we rest. "We need groceries," I say to her. "I know," she whispers, planting a kiss on my neck. "Shall we go together?" I ask with a smile. "Gladly." We exit the apartment and move down to the lobby. I lock arms with her as we leave the apartment and move down the street. We arrive at a small grocery market down the street from me. The store is owned by an Asian woman and is stocked not only with standard groceries but also many traditional herbs and spices. There's a large display of both Oriental and Hispanic drugs on the back wall behind the shopkeeper's table. "Good day, Sawyer," says the woman as we walk in. "Hello, ma'am." "Who's this?" asks the shopkeeper. "Oh, Yuri? This is, Miss Westwright," I say to the shopkeeper. "Soon to be Mrs. Arbright," interjects Yuri. "Oh, you two engaged?" asks the shopkeeper. "Yes, ma'am," I say to her. "Congratulations," replies the shopkeeper. We move further into the store with a basket held between the two of us and pick up items starting from the far end of the shop. "Who's that?" asks Yuri as she takes a loaf of bread. "Her name's, Mrs. Lee. She's a very kind woman. Moved here maybe 14 years ago. Been in the shop as long as I can remember coming here with my mom." "Are you close to her?" asks Yuri. "No, not really. I've just known her for a long time. Well, I guess more so my mother knew her." We grab a carton of milk and something to drink for later tonight, and then go back to the counter. I pass the basket to Mrs. Lee, who tallies the prices and bags our groceries. "That'll be $35.70. I place her 2 20s and take the bags from her. Yuri takes the change and we head out from the store. I carry both large paper bags while Yuri walks alongside me. It's a nice day out. The streets are rather empty other than a few men walking our way. I see one of them point to me and Yuri, and then the both of them pick up their pace. Yuri spots them too and narrows her eyes. She places a hand in her bag and walks out a few paces ahead of me. The two men are not 20 feet from us before one of them yells, "Hey!" The man is short, stocky, and bald. The other man, with sunglasses and slicked back hair, speaks up. "I think one of you owes us something." "And what would that be?" asks Yuri. "Nothing but looks from you, sweetheart," smiles the taller of the two with gum between his teeth. "You have some pills for us," states the shorter one. "I don't know what you're talking about," I tell them. "He doesn't know what we're talking about, huh? Can you believe this guy? Were you the one who beat our boy up in the alley?" "I didn't beat anyone up." "He didn't have the chance to because that pussy ran," spits Yuri. Her eyes are becoming so focused that they resemble those of a cat. "I didn't ask you," starts the bald one. "Hold on. And why might that be?" asks the man with slicked hair. "Why don't you look down?" smiles Yuri. I spot her revolver hidden in the coat of her jacket. The man with slicked hair scowls before glaring at me. "You know, you're lucky you got her with you, son, or you'd be done. Maybe you don't know, but we run this place. Any prescriptions going out of Brown's belong to us. We decide if you get to keep them. We decide how much tax we want to put on them," spits the man with slicked hair. Yuri draws the revolver's hammer, punctuating her message with, "Are you done?" At which point the man spits his gum. He turns and walks away from us. "We'll see you around," says the bald man, following after.